The disrespect continues. The disrespect continues. And if they're not careful, dump divers in the WNBA, along with their pretend friends in the mainstream media, if they are not careful, they are going to end up getting exactly what they want.
You heard properly, yes. The WNBA will achieve its goals. What do they want, you could ask? How will they resolve it? The WNBA and Caitlin Clark, who is dominating the league but wasn't meant to be the WNBA's poster girl, claim that Indiana Fever poses the biggest threat. In order to address this, the league will be expanded, and guess what? The new teams will be able to select one player from each squad. By making the Fever lose one or more players every year, the WNBA guarantees that they can gradually but certainly destroy the enormous machine that the team is growing into.
Now, Caitlin Clark is playing it cool. She's trying to please everyone. She's trying to keep her fan base happy. She's trying to ingratiate herself with a group of minimum wage earners that will never accept her. She is staying polite with the media, even though they constantly disrespect her. But there will come a point with Caitlin Clark when she has finally had enough.
And I can hear you believe that Clark will just leave the league and move to Europe, where she could easily earn $110 a year if the WNBA is so determined to stop her. Her current actions suggest that she is helping the WNBA by staying in the United States. Only the W is unaware of it, though.
WNBA season ending for many teams, there are already so many players heading overseas to play during the off-season. But with all of the drama currently surrounding the WNBA, on top of the low-paying salaries, some of these players are questioning if they'll even return.
This is all orchestrated, what they're doing. None of this is on accident. It is absolutely, every bit of it is orchestrated. And it goes beyond trying to destroy Caitlin.
The 2026 Indiana Fever season is over, but to put it mildly, it was fascinating. From being among the poorest in the WNBA the season before to entering the playoffs, the team owes a lot to their first-round performance. Caitlin Clark is an option. Clark entered with a lot of excitement after an amazing collegiate career, and she delivered on her promise by earning Rookie of the Year in her debut WNBA season, exceeding the other rookies by a wide margin. She wasn't the only player to do it, though. A number of additional players made contributions. Kelsey Mitchell in particular was a fantastic backcourt mate for Clark Aaliyah. Boston starter Nalissa Smith had a solid presence in the paint and scored double digits every game despite her best attempts. May Smith be leaving the W, and may additional players be leaving as well.
During her exit interview, Storm player Gabby Williams warned the WNBA, if you want to keep international players, you need to do better. So here's what she had to say.
The W thinks that they don't have to pay us more in order for us to be here. And I think I didn't express that when I first talked about prioritization. You know, our commissioner talked about us being able to, you know, make $700,000. That's not true at all. There's not one player who makes that. And we were promised, you know, team marketing agreements and league marketing agreements, but they've fallen quite short. So it's still not enough for us international players to want to stay here, and that's a choice of the players. If I make a choice to make more money, whatever, and then the teams are mad that I don't come back, but that's how it is. So yes, it just the WNBA, you know, if you want us to be here, you have to pay us more. It's business, it's how it works, and that's all that I mean.
Since that interview, less than a week later, Gabby is already in Istanbul, where she will be playing for the off-season. And from the sounds of this interview, it seems like she's probably going to make more money overseas in EuroLeague than she did during this WNBA season.
There will come a point with Caitlin Clark where she gets tired of the bullshit, tired of the disrespect.
It's not out of the norm for WNBA players to play during the regular season and then during their off-season play overseas. This is something that has been happening for like the entirety of the WNBA. It even went as far as to 1 year in 2015, Diana Taurasi played in Russia and did not play in the WNBA. And it was never outright stated that she didn't play in the WNBA because Russia basically put that in their contract, that if she went there, she couldn't play. But that was pretty much what everybody thought happened, because Russia paid Diana Taurasi at that time $1.5 million salary to play play in Russia. Now, at the time in the WNBA, the salary, like the highest salary in the league, was $107,000. So obviously that's a huge jump. Diana took that offer. She played overseas, and at that time she was also like hands down the face of the league. The WNBA was not as popular as it is now, but that was an opportunity that Diana took. And I feel like with the growing popularity of the WNBA and with players able to, you know, make money off brand deals and this and that, and their celebrity rising, there could be a world where more of these private owned EuroLeague teams, I could see some of these teams going after some of our star players in the WNBA. And if the money makes sense, if the business aspect makes sense, we could lose more players to playing overseas, like Gabby kind of alluded to here.
But the Golden State Valkyries expansion draft rules have finally been made public by the WNBA, following months of rumors. Therefore, the league and the WNBA should be worried about more than just players moving abroad. One player from each team and one unrestricted free agent may be chosen by Golden State. In the expansion draft, teams have the option to exclude 6 of their 12 players. Any player on an active roster, including unrestricted free agents, is qualified for protection under specific conditions because roster listings for the teams date back to the end of the 2026 season. Clubs should safeguard their UF. Due to the fact that every team has a core available this offseason, a player may be CED, which is the NFL equivalent of a franchise tag for a maximum of 2 years. Kelsey Mitchell, a said-eligible UFA, would give Indiana exclusive negotiating rights in return for a supermax contract. Teams are expected to submit protected player lists around 10 days before the expansion draft. Who was selected in the expansion draft will be made public by the league. Only 6 players from the Valkyrie expansion team are eligible for Fever's protection, as opposed to the state of Indiana disclosing the protected lists. The WNBA will hold an expansion draft at the end of the season, so the Golden State Valkyries, the newest team in the league, may select players to help begin their franchise. Existing WNBA teams could only prevent up to 6 players from being selected if the fans had their way. Smith would not be among the many who have chosen not to rank him in their top 6. Smith had a fantastic start to the regular season, starting 37 of 40 games, but in the postseason, head coach Christy Sides lost faith in her. In the 2 games the Fever played against the Connecticut Sun, she played just 13 minutes. These players, in my opinion, are protective locks for the Fever on the fence and probably unprotected now that the terms have been properly decided. The Fever's Big 3, who helped Indiana return to the playoffs this season, will probably receive the first 3 protected spots. In 2026, Clark will probably play with a different starting forward. The first step to maintaining Mitchell as Kelsey Mitchell's primary objective this offseason is to protect her in the expansion draft. For the previous 7 seasons, Mitchell has been the Fever's stalwart and has led the team in scoring in all but 2 of them. She and Fever rookie Caitlin Clark get along well in the backcourt, and the team will want to keep them together. Caitlin Clark broke both the rookie record for points and three-pointers made and the league record for assists in a single season, transforming the Fever offense into the fast-paced pace they needed to win. A cornerstone of the team, Clark outscored Mitchell by 2 points to become the Fever's top scorer this season. In 2025, Aaliyah Boston will be the best choice. Boston led the Fever to a 13-27 season in 2025 and had a major impact on their 2026 campaign, helping them begin their rebuilding process. Lexi Hull, the Fever's 2026 Rookie of the Year, is a formidable post presence who thrives in the short roll, is an expert rebounder, and meshes well with the team's up-tempo strategy, which they implemented this season. A few Indiana Fever players are likewise unsure about the WNBA expansion draft. This season, the Fever must choose 3 of the 4 outstanding servants listed below. Because they have been key bench players or starters throughout the season, each of these players has a compelling argument for protection. On this list, I believe Hull has the highest chance of being protected. In 1 season, her rookie contract expires. She received little minutes and even a few DNPs at the beginning of the season while on the bench. However, she excelled following the Olympic break, playing a fantastic game for Indiana in the dying minutes and raising her three-point shooting from 22% to over 50% in 15 games. Nalissa Smith's Fever would normally shield her. However, I believe it might be best for the two to split ways because unrelated things are dominating the season, such as Smith's vocal complaint of the lack of touches she's had this season and her admission that she didn't contribute as much as she had wanted. The team may shield Smith, a former number 2 pick, while simultaneously expecting to gain from a trade or holding her for the last year of her rookie contract in 2026. Fagman, Tammy. The 32-year-old forward Lee has been an important member of the Fever, receiving Clark's cross-court passes in transition despite being limited to 22 regular season games due to 3 ailments to her thumb, foot, and shoulder. Being a restricted free agent, Fagel has a lot of potential as an agile forward who can spread the floor, but she needs to stay healthy because the Fever could match any offer she receives. Another injury-plagued forward, Dantas Dyrus, was suspended for nearly half of the season due to a preseason knee injury. However, she quickly returned to the starting lineup, providing much-needed depth to the front court. She still has 1 year left on her contract, and her ability to regularly make three-pointers gives the squad lots of room on the court and a burst of enthusiasm. These 5 players are probably going to be unprotected in the expansion draft, which means the Valkyries could take them. They won't all be chosen, though, just because they aren't protected. Each side will only select 1 player. In 2026, most of these players will have the opportunity to rejoin the Fever. In August 2025, Katie Lou Sampson took a year off to give birth to her daughter. Sampson returned to the WNBA. She stated in her goodbye interviews with Fever that it was much more difficult than she had anticipated due to the physical challenges of returning to the league after giving birth and maintaining a baby at the same time. Samuelson is expected to earn $180,000 from the Fever in 2026 and has 1 year left on her contract. She started the season in the starting lineup at 3, but because Clark took over at point guard this season, she was unable to shoot from 3, which caused her stats to drop. The number 7 pick in 2025, Grace Berger, saw a significant drop in playing time. Bergerer, an all-rookie guard in 2025, mostly played garbage time this season. In order to perhaps gain more playing time somewhere, she might benefit from a change of scenery. Despite having the Fever for 2 years, Victoria Saxton has not yet established herself as a regular rotation player despite being selected in the 3rd round of the 2025 selection. Her best performance of the year came when she scored 5 points in 5 minutes during the regular season finale while the starters were rested because of a fever. This cycle, Christy Wallace, who won bronze with Australia, was the only Olympian with a fever. Apart from that, she had a mixed season, starting 15 games at the 3 due to the fever until Hull took her spot at the end of the campaign. With Clark joining the team this season, she still has 1 year remaining on her rookie contract. Erica Wheeler, a 10-year veteran of the WNBA, just signed a significant 2-year contract that made her the most paid player in the league in 2025. Wheeler was moved from the starting lineup to the bench, but she was a vital veteran who helped Indiana's morale. This summer, Wheeler is an unrestricted free agent. What do you hope to achieve? More precisely, who do you believe the Valkyries will choose prior to the start of the upcoming season? Please share your thoughts in the comment section, subscribe, and enable all notifications so you don't miss anything. We'll see you in the next one after you click the video on the screen.